It's also a good test, this, I think, for Gloucestershire today, as that goes all the way over the top of McManus, and it will go all the way down for the first boundary of the day. 5 wide, a million miles away, to be honest. I think maybe height could have come into the equation there. That's a nice little shot from Matt Taylor, just turns it round the corner. That will race down to the boundary rope for 4 runs to move Gloucestershire on to 173. That is also something to take into consideration, as that one is picked up brilliantly by Matt Taylor for 4.
Beautiful shot by Matt Taylor. Stretching, Pilates, or whatever it is that he's up to. That's a big drive through the offside. It's upish. It's in front of Adi Sharma, and it's going to trickle its way towards the boundary rope. And, well, it had stopped, but that shower, I think, just doing Adi Sharma a bit dirty there as he just checks his spikes. He ends up slipping and just kicking the ball over the boundary rope to finish off the boundary for Taylor, who moves up to 21.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it, for the Northampton?
Caught down the leg side. It is a short ball. It's pulled away behind square, and it's going to be another 4 and another boundary for Taylor. Moves to 25, and that was just
Cam Green.
That's pulled away again, this time just behind square, and that is going to race away for 4. No fielder out there, just one who will underarm it back to...
Most impressive thing, he was metronomic and disciplined with his approach, and that is a fine shot again from Matt Taylor, who's really putting on a bit of an exhibition here. Just rocks onto the back foot, punches it through the covers, and that will go for 4 more runs.
And the 2 that started the day are still in there, Taylor and Green. Bit quicker, pulled away, and it's gone over Bartlett down to the short side. Eyes on the umpire, 1 bounce, 4 into.
Harrison just gives it a rip in his bowling hand. Taylor climbs into it. It's gone very aerial. This should be a simple caught and bowled for Calvin Harrison, and the 5th wicket does fall. Matt Taylor, it was an enterprising 36. It's given us some great entertainment, but at long last, Gloucestershire's night watchman does depart for 36. Is almost that second most important position. Proctor bowls here to Bracey. It's a genuine edge. Is it taken? Yes, it is. James Bracey has to depart for just 5 from 14 deliveries. And Luke Proctor, the change of bowling. The
Gloucestershire would need about another 100 runs in order to avoid it, which would be entirely possible as Van Buren just almost punches that guide. He hasn't done so yet. That one shorter ball pulled away down towards George Bartlett, and it's gone all the way the long side of...
Any points deductions in that capacity? Zabe again goes for the arm ball. It's short. It's a drag down, and that has been punished by Van Buren. It's very slow, the outfield, as it goes out towards deep mid wickets, but it just evades the grasp of Calvin Harrison. It's 4 off the bats. Again, he forces Van Buren onto the defence.
3 slips in place with the new ball, and that's a great shot down the ground. What a strike by Graham Van Buren across the advertising sheets. 2nd over of the afternoon, and starts with a full toss that's punished by Cam Green down the ground. And it's going to be another 4 for the Australian
in the West Country in fine fashion, and he's facing off here against Liam Guthrie. That is almost a carbon copy. Races down the ground. This will nestle against the boundary rope.
The innings 3 for 70. And Cam Green powerfully sweeps that one down towards the scoreboard. A rule of thumb in life, but Conway continues, and Green just shuffles down and works him nicely through the leg side. It's going to be a chase on, but I think the ball is just about going to win and cross that boundary rope.
Teams shape up their sides.
Oh, that's on the pad. That's close. That's given. Van Buren goes. Conway gets his 2nd, gets the breakthrough he deserves. A period there, we were quite worried, weren't we, that might have been a bit of a painful one for him, but
that one just clubbed back down the ground by Cam Green. There's a chase on for the fielders. They've got absolutely no chance. Proctor it is again. So Cam Green, that one comes off the outside edge. There's no deep third. There'll be a forlorn chase for Ricardo Vasconcelos, and it's one which is... Well, here is Calvin Harrison to Cam Green, who's on 99. Green pushes that forward. It's going to be a quick single, and there is the moment. Cam Green has the 14th century of this blossoming first-class career of his. It's a 3rd in a Gloucestershire shirt. It's Calvin Harrison then to Tom Price. Is that out? Yes, it is. Very next delivery, Calvin Harrison tickles the edge of Tom Price's bats. It's a sharp take by Lewis McManus behind the stumps. Say Saunter.
Well, there's a big shot down the ground, down towards us in the commentary box. It's going to bounce once, and it's going to be 4 for Zaman Akhtar. What a great shot that is by Cam Green, nutmegging Harry Conway on his follow-through.
Crazy turnaround.
That's a real drag down from Harrison, which is clattered away by Zaman Akhtar. Spoils the end of 5 overs as Cam Green picks up save to the short leg side boundary and sends him. I'm curious as well as to see what the tactic is. Is it seamers for Gloucestershire? That is what their attack is predominantly made up of.
Tom Price bowling here. That one is picked up and clobbered. Goodness gracious me, that is a stunning shot all the way for 6 in their second innings as Taylor bowls here to Proctor, and that is a glorious shot from the Northamptonshire captain, just caressed through the covers with ultimately got run out short as Vasconcelos again pulls into that one, pulls it in front of square. There'll be a chase on for the fielder. This new ball is rapid though, and I think that will go to the boundary for 4. Indeed it does as Vasconcelos moves on to 16 from 25. Light up.
There's a big appeal for LBW and it's gone. Well, the commentator's curse strikes. Aaron Viles talking up the early wicket. And it is that of the captain, Luke Proctor, playing a sweep shot, one that you don't see very often from the Northampton skipper. And he goes for 10. Price, the left-handed Vasconcelos, that is swept away. The line was much different to that, to the wicket of Luke Proctor.
Trying to grow this current lead.
Yeah, down the leg side, square of the wicket. That's going to run away down towards the super sopper. And that's 4 for Gus Miller, replacing Matt Taylor, and starts with a short ball, which is pulled away by Vasconcelos. He does really well to catch up with that and gets it fine.
We don't have the best angle, but we will try our best to.
Oh, it's a beauty from Zaman Akhtar. What a brute of a delivery to Vasconcelos, who can do nothing.
Akhtar it is to Miller. That is a beautiful shot from Gus Miller. All placements on that occasion. Strays a little bit straight. He's wrapped Gus Miller in front, and that will be given LBW. Umpire raises the finger, and Northamptonshire lose a 3rd. Won't be on strike for this delivery. It's Ollie Price to James Sales, and Sales flashes the bat at that one, whips it through the covers. Excellent. Well, that is dismissive from Adi Sharma. Excellent shots, and it goes all the way for 6. Sharma, that's a very nice shot. Goes aerial. It'll take a few bounces as Graham Van Buren hares after. He's a fast man. He's not that fast.
That's a big drive, and it's flown over Cameron Bancroft at second slip. I don't know whether he's got a fingertip to it. He checks the fingernails. Here's Bailey's in and targets the stumps, and that's whipped over square leg for another 4. So back-to-back boundaries for
on day 4 tomorrow as Bailey bowls here, and that is a genuine edge, and it is taken at first slip. That is a wicket for Archie Bailey. Adi Sharma, well, he was flirting and dancing with danger, wasn't he? And on that occasion,
that's carved away through the offside, stroked in fact through points, splits the 2 fielders there and safe save. That changes. Oh, that's a full toss down the leg side, and I think that's going to be a no ball for the heights as the umpire chases his hat away at deep square leg. 3,000 first-class runs as James Sales just tickles that one down the leg side, and that is off, giving us something extra to think about, talk about, giving the players something else to do as well. As safe save drives that down the ground beautifully. Tom Price is just going to jog after.
Well, as such, it is Ollie Price then from the Lynn Wilson centre end. That one darted in and dispatched with disdain by James Sales.
In that crucial first hour. That is the end of the day's play as James Sales drops it into the leg side. We'll come back to complete a second, and we'll take his personal score to 49.